Hong does seem to be a lot faster than Gomes. Just look at how much he's caught up. Makes sense, you know, given the car and all. But you can see just how much space is between the two. Hong just made it to 5th even. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode in Motorsport Manager with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to the management screen then. So, the last race, it, well, didn't go that badly. It did unfortunately not end up in us meeting the sponsorship objective either though. We were quite close, admittedly, and I think, you know, the performance difference between cars and drivers are slowly starting to show, and we're surely catching up bit by bit, but there's still a good bit of space left to the top, unfortunately. And, well, we kind of have to work now on trying to fill that space to the top as good as possible during the remainder of the season, which is still going for quite a few races, 5 to be exact. And, well, then there's going to be a new season with a new car and money invested again, and we will have a big chance at giving a big push to the car once more. So, hopefully, 3rd season's the charm, but for now, we will go and look back at car development, optimize all the parts for the upcoming races, make sure that everybody's ready, and see just how well we can do in the training, as we usually do. So, very much looking forward to that, but just quickly, before we get started on that one, if you're new around here, and if you happen to enjoy this episode, please make sure to smash that like button right down below, as well as that subscribe button. We are currently about 400 subscribers away from 1k, and every single one does help out a ton. So thank you very much if you did that, and let's hop right in. So first things first, let's go and check the mail after the race. Nothing too special there. I'm tempted to take the interview because I think all like the fan opinions and everything were quite positive. Usually, I have to say, my experience with all the interviews though has been that it isn't really all too beneficial usually if you accept that. I'm gonna give it a try this time around, alright? Let's give it a try. On average, you know me, we've accepted like 9.9 out of 10 interviews. No, not accepted, but rejected 9.9 out of 10 interviews at this point. So, yeah, not a fan, but we'll see just how well this one may go after the positive feedback from the fans. I think we had positive feedback at the very least. Hopefully we actually did. Let's hit this button. Andre Gomez, oh great, of course, I told you. Was fuming in his post-race interview after running out of fuel on the last lap and dropping position. Didn't even notice. I mean, don't be ridiculous. Evidently not a good idea. I do owe him an apology. Will probably lower, like, my chairman happiness or something, which is not good, given that he's not 100%. I told you we shouldn't accept these things. Go away, Andre. Stop being annoying. Okay, we're not going to drop chairman happiness just for our second driver, honestly. Now, neck issues is going to be a very big issue. As you can see, I mean, he's down to little more than 2 stars now. He's lost all of his fitness for 8 weeks, which is great, because in 2 weeks we've got a race coming up, and then it's going to be 4 weeks, so he's going to be basically useless for 2 races, potentially, so that's going to be great. Last 3 races, he'll be back to his full form, I guess, but that'll not be great. Not at all. Test track, however, is coming along nicely. 3 weeks to go, so after the next race, it should be available, which should mean better driver improvement rates over the races, which is always great, and we will have some potential for improving engine performance further, I think. So, if we really wanted to try, we could develop another engine for the season, and I think based on the parts that you have developed in a season, there's kind of also the values that you start off with in the next one, so maybe we will even want to do this. We'll have to see about that. Now, scouting reports, there's a few done. We don't really care about them, as I think we had discussed a lot of times in the past. I'm literally just scouting through everyone, so we kind of have an overview of the entire, well, set of drivers that are available. This guy here. Wow, he's good. Doesn't have much potential left over, but he's already at 4 stars. I'm wondering where he came from. WMC. yeah, he's not going to come to... no chance whatsoever. He's not going to come to this European, like that. WMC, I think, is World Motorship Championship or something. So, like, that's the highest series that you can get to. So, no chance there. But this here, we will have to swap through. Can I scroll, please? Thank you very much. We'll have to swap through our mechanics a bit. Now, this one's not fully recovered either yet, but I don't really want to lose too much in terms of points there. This guy here being quite good. Then we've got this person here, which... I mean... don't really have a good alternative to just keeping him there, so I think we will. Or her, or him. We've got one her, two hers right there, and the others are hims. Now that is kind of that covered, I guess. There is a new person available to hire, but I think we are pretty much done for now with the hires for the season. It's not really impressive stats anywhere either. Decent, but not impressive. We'll keep it at that. Now, car-wise, we can for now hit continue till the car's actually repaired, and then we can head on. Apologies. Then we can head on from there. Could look at designing new parts. I do think that, well, the knowledge is available for great, but yeah, we've only got the best part is good that we can... Is it the best part that we can make? No, these are locked, yeah, behind the development centers. Now, if we have a quick look at our headquarters, I think this was the first thing, yeah, test track was the first thing that we were even making. So you can see here all the knowledge, that is kind of where we are in terms of things being locked. I mean, our factory is decent, but design, well, design we don't really care that much about in terms of the design speed. Performance, well, you know, we just don't have anything yet. Even the test track isn't done yet, and then, I mean, there's tons of buildings for us to build, which I'm very much looking forward to, but holy moly, is it going to take us absolute ages till we get there. Like, yeah, telemetry center for the gearbox would be great. Brakes would be great. Everything else here being locked behind the design building, I think, like handling development, for example, or the sim maybe as well. Yeah, the wind tunnel. Well, the helipad we don't really care about, but well, I mean, we do somewhat care about, but we are not even at a level 4 sponsor yet, so we don't need it that urgently, and everything else, you know, theme park and road car factory is not coming anytime soon, and you know, an upgrade to the design center is $8 million, which we frankly don't have. So, moving on from that one, this should be our main focus for the time being, because that's kind of all we can do. For Guildford, we want top speed and medium speed to be as optimized as possible. I do think... yeah, suspension is still in there, then we have brakes. Okay, we'll kind of continue with this one for now. Now, once that is done, I think we want to push the reliability of our main car to the max. Now, we could also push the performance of our secondary car to the max. Probably want to do that eventually, but I do want to max out my main car first. And then we're just continuously going to work on performance and reliability of the parts for the secondary car, which, you know, there is a few to be had. There's the suspension, for example. There's the brakes, you know, would want to put them in, definitely. But first things first is going to be the main car. So this, and then engine reliability all the way, I think. Engine reliability all the way. Everything else can happen after. We will allocate all the staff to this for the time being, though. So that'll be the strategy right there. We do have one sponsorship offer for the 5th slot here, which is 6th or above. It's not our worst slot, is it? Yeah, our worst slot is this one, so that one's still open for another 3 races. So we're probably just going to take whatever is the highest upfront pay here, but that's probably going to take a minute till we get another sponsorship offer or 2 there. So let's go and skip a few days, or not. Why did things just stop? Not entirely sure what that was, but did an offer expire? No, I'm really not sure. Now, the upfront payments aren't really great that we're getting, to be honest. Really not mega happy. Not mega happy at all. And what you do have to keep in mind here, this one's for 7 races, this one's for 3. So taking an upfront payment of 300k instead of the upfront payment of 750k is kind of beneficial. Well, not really beneficial. But, you know, we could kind of renegotiate after this one. We would get a tad bit less, right? We would lose like 50k if those were the same duration, right? Yeah, 50k. which, given that there's only 3 races in duration, we're kind of losing like 20k over the duration that we're taking the contract for the option to renegotiate contracts in 3 races, where marketability could have changed, where we could just get, in general, better offers with more upfront payment. So we're going to take that. I would love more money, but 300k is 300k, we're going to take it, and, well, the objective we're never going to meet. Let's face it and be realistic here. Now, cycling racing coming up. I've entered myself into a cycling race, I hope that's okay. It's a Tour de Lancashire. Okay. My fitness is going to go through the roof. Very nice. More fitness and more marketability. That's what I was talking about with the marketability. Now, the thing is, we're still on the 4-star level. I'm not sure we're going to reach it this season, to be honest. It is partially due to Andre being kind of low in marketability. It is partially due to the team just not doing well enough to go to 100%. So, you know, kind of got a bit of a ways to go there still. The interesting part that I'm actually also interested about, is there like a marketing thingy where we would kind of increase our marketability by certain bits? I mean, there is the helipad, which unlocks the 5-star sponsors, of course. Don't see anything in the ways of marketing center though. Is there like a visitor center? Tour center? Happiness of the fans. I mean, that's nice. Making money is also nice. Can't see anything there. I mean, this sort of stuff is something that, you know, we would maybe want to consider. I mean, level 2 design center would open that up for us, and consistent income would always be nice. I'm kind of just totally unaware how much money that would make us. So if that is worth it or not, who really knows? And it's quite the upfront investment. I mean, we would have to pay 8 mil for the design center, which we could use for other things. You know, gotta say that, but then this would also cost us money. So I don't know. Anyways, though. Improving parts-wise, we are nearly done on the performance side of things, so that is beautiful. We'll let things run just a bit, and there's going to be a race coming up. There's the performance work being done, and that's out of the way. Then we've got the reliability work, which will actually be done 6 days before the race, which is not bad at all. The brakes already being at 92%, which is also really not shabby at all. Now, yeah, I mean, honestly, the brakes that Gomez currently has, they're not going to be that much worse than these, because they already have some performance improvements to them, so not going to worry about that too much. And even the suspension is not going to be too far off unless we actually go and improve it. So, yeah, we're really going to focus entirely on improving that car. Now, the next thing, what will we want to improve? I mean, given that it's medium speed corners, I guess the load on the suspension would also be quite heavy, so I think we will put that in the queue. 2 hours before the race is when that is going to be done. Let us... I kind of want to push the engine through to 100% first, but honestly, if we do that, you know, it's going to be hard to use those last 2 hours. I think we're probably going to waste them, unfortunately. But that is what it is. Race report for Guildford, though. Average speed, good suspension, tyre compounds chosen are super soft, blah blah blah. There is likely to be some rain. 20% chance though, so not much, if there is any. We'll go through fuel efficiency. I mean, he did not really like running out of fuel, did he? So, yeah, I mean, when we're putting together the chassis, we'll take care of that maybe. Hopefully. I mean, we will have to have the money for it, but I would love to. Now, let's go and zoom through that race, though. Let's go right on. And we will go and see if we can... No, it's not done yet. I mean, it's technically 100%. Kind of confused why it's still in there, but evidently it's not done yet. Some scouting reports finished. We can get that coming in. Longer races in 2018. Longer races will likely need the stronger teams in the championship, as the longer timeline should theoretically allow the cream to rise to the top. I prefer to see longer races. No hiding place in the long race, and anything that allows the best teams to show their quality can only be a good thing. Not for me, because we're not one of the stronger teams, so we'll potentially vote against that. I mean, you know, on the other hand side, you don't really know what the season holds for us, so maybe we'll be doing a bit better than we're thinking right now, but do we really need to risk things? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Now, that's out of the way, though. I think it's pretty much time to go to Guildford, then, for our training. We did manage it. We did manage to not waste the last 2 hours, I think. So, I guess Gearbox Reliability, right? It's the next thing on the list. We'll push everything to 100% on that car, and then we'll do Andre's car after. But it's very nice. I mean, the 100% on the engine should allow us to push the heck out of it without even worrying about it. We could go max mode all race long with a very low likelihood of even coming close to blowing up the engine, so probably sort of kind of do that. Drivers who stay at home heal fast over race weekends. Yeah, but who's the alternative? This guy. I can't. I would love to, but I can't. I don't have a proper replacement driver. Now is the time where you would have wanted that replacement driver. But it is what it is. Okay. You're angry. I don't care. We go to the race with Hung. Unfortunately, he has that dodgy neck. We can't really do anything about it. It's going to be another 5 weeks, so there's going to be another race like that, and we won't have a replacement driver. It's just kind of the way that life's going to go for us for now, I guess. Unfortunately. Maybe we shouldn't have saved that replacement driver, but it's saving us a lot of money, to be honest, as well. And I mean, we're really not in a spot where we're consistently hitting sponsorship objectives. So if or if not, we are actually, you know, having issues there due to that. For like a race or two. The likelihood of hitting the sponsorship objective right now is maybe like 30 or 40%. So it is what it is. And to be honest, he's still as good as Andre, which is crazy. And his form is at least high. So that's the start. Now, in terms of this, let us go, and first things first, increase the downforce a bit, not too much. It's going to be some medium speed corners, as we all said. So medium speed corners to me means downforce is good, not too much downforce. We do want to carry that speed through as well, of course. Our medium speed corners also means to me, if it's kind of dominant on that you do want a bit more understeer than oversteer. Right? I'll try that. And something along these lines in terms of speed balance. We'll try something a little like that. How many laps does the race have? Not quite sure there. The question also being, how much speed do we really lose out on for that reliability or durability? I'm not sure. I mean, 7 to 9 laps. Can we see that in the information somewhere? How many laps do I have in Guildford? The thing is, right? The thing is that for Hong, this is going to be 6 to 8 laps. Which is a really, really, really low number. Like, really low. Then again, we probably only have 10 laps of fuel every time anyways. And we kind of want to burn through the fuel as much as we can. With those new and improved engines. I guess we're just going to do these and hope that it is the way to go. I may have absolutely just messed us up for the race weekend here, but we'll see. Worst thing, we'll go with a different bonus, right? We'll see when the race weekend hits us, I guess. Now this, we're going to make it a little harder. We're going to make the speed balance a little, well, the gear ratios a little longer. Do that, do this, confirm. Let's get going. Take the practice as per usual, and pause. And send out. Boom. Boom. Let's go. Let's see how well this is going to go with Hong now. I'm really interested if he's going to be behind in lap times, if he's going to be ahead in lap times compared to Gomez. I would really, really like to know. Probably going to be behind with the fitness and all, but, well, we'll see, I guess. Now, let's have him do their out lap, I guess. Then they can kind of lap once. Gear ratios are just right. Perfect gear ratios. Nice. Very happy with that. We will get you all in before we forget to. And we will readjust. We'll kind of just do our hot lap on the last lap, I guess. If we get to it. Given like rain and all, of course. Now, there was something he wasn't happy about. I think it was like the... Yeah, okay, so maybe he wants things a little softer. Maybe the gear ratio needs to be longer. We'll kind of experiment around with this a bit to find out what's the best balance here. Downforce is excellent, so that's something. We'll give him a new set of softs, send them out, go. Now, He's a lot more happy with the speed balance, surprisingly, because it shouldn't be different between the two of them. But I guess it's kind of also coming down to driver preference. We will try the handling here a bit and just send him out like that then, I guess. New set of super softs. Let's go. Okay. So go through the changes. Set them to max again. Hong's changes took longer because we changed more things, I guess. And out we go. Outlap, out of the way. Setup level unlocked, always great. Setup level unlocked, still great. And there we go on the hot lap. Handling isn't working as well now. Feels a bit worse now. Okay, so we needed it harder, not softer, I guess. You can also see that in the times quite significantly. Did go the right way initially, just not far enough, I guess. No! Oh well. I guess that's going to be Gomez's hot lap. We will not see just how much the times differ. We'll see. Maybe we manage to make him do a full lap. We probably do. Anyways, didn't want to. No, don't want to do anything there. So, Hong, very poor now. Yeah, we will need to go all the way the other way, like this ish. And we'll make the gear ratio a tad bit shorter. Kind of want to just balance it out so you get to that speed balance again. See how that works. I hope that works a lot better for him. We'll go give him 4 laps of fuel now. Give him a new set of super softs. Send him out and then he can do some hot laps right there. Now, Gomez will also have to do in a second. He's probably going to run out of fuel on the track again. He always loves me for that one, doesn't he? That is what it is, mate. That just is what it is. When you complain about low fuel, you run out of fuel again. Better don't complain next time. Okay, so Gomez being in the 14th spot for the time being. That may actually be a bit more representative than usual now, which is interesting. Usually, you all know how it is. Usually we're ages off. But that is that then. We will give him 4 laps of fuel. We will check out the car setup. So, of course, we were at 63% previously, which he was okay with. So, we'll give him 75%. Kind of pulled things in a bit with tyre camber and pressure in order to get to that speed balance, and hopefully that's going to be more or less spot on. Then we'll go give him a new set of super softs, get him out there, and go. So, didn't see anything about Hong saying anything about the suspension just yet, but maybe we'll see it for Gomez. Should be the right way to go one way or another. Now, Hong is on that fast lap. Can we tell him to let Hong by? No. He's probably going to mess up his hot lap, to be honest. Come on, drive faster, Gomez. Nice job with the handling. That's good to hear. He's not really messing up the hot lap, so that's at least something. And on we go. Hong, 6th spot. And I do know that all these people did do their times on super softs before, that we see here. So that's at least something. I don't think this is representative, honestly. That just, I mean, that sounds quite insane to me. If it is, you know, even better, I suppose. All the knowledge is, of course, at level 3, which is great. Hong does seem to be a lot faster than Gomez. Just look at how much he's caught up. Makes sense, you know, given the car and all. But you can see just how much space is between the two. Hong just made it to 5th, even. I mean, he's missing so much fitness. How is he... I mean, you know, his form was decent. It's not decent anymore. He's at 5.1 now, with Gomez being at 7.8. Not really sure about that form thing. But overall, really nice times from both of them. Well, not from both of them. Gomez is kind of eh. But if these times are somewhat representative, that would be nice. That would be really nice. And you got to give Hong that he's got that dodgy neck now. So, pretty decent. If that's actually the way that it works, I'm totally happy with life. We'll see, I guess, in the race then. But that was a very interesting session. Now, we're going to see just how well things work out for us in the race. Of course, with the rain coming, there's some potential for mess-ups or also gaining some positions. We'll see just how well that part works out. And, well, then on top of that, we're going to just be burning through fuel like no tomorrow. We're going to go max engine mode as much as we can on Hong. And I mean, the car should be able to take the beating at this point with all the research and the improvements that we've done. So hopefully that is going to manifest itself in some very, very nice improvements for us indeed. Fingers crossed on that one. I really, really hope that we can get the sponsorship objective happening again. The more money we get, of course, the better. The more money we will have left over for development at the very end of the season, and we do want to spend as much as we can there, honestly. So we'll see just how well the race goes in the next episode. For today, I'll end it off right here. I hope you all very much enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button right down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.